Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. As we compare Moses and Joshua together, we can see some similarities in the way that their leadership towards the people, some of the circumstances that were surrounded their leadership with the people, how they were similar. One of the most obvious ones are with the parting of the waters. The parting of the Red Sea for Moses and the parting of the Jordan for Joshua. But even at the end, we see some similarities. The end of Moses' leadership towards the people, towards the end of his life, towards his death, he engaged in a farewell speech. That's basically what the book of Deuteronomy is all about. It's a kind of a last speech, kind of going over their history, encouraging them to follow the Lord, giving them warnings and also encouragement. But the same thing is true with Joshua. The book of Joshua ends with that same thing. He kind of recounts their history, and then he encourages them to serve the Lord. And one of the most famous parts in this farewell speech is found in chapter 24 and starting in verse 14, where he says, "Now therefore fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity and truth, and put away the gods which your fathers served beyond the river and in Egypt, and serve the Lord. If it is disagreeable in your sight to serve the Lord, choose for yourselves today whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served, which were beyond the river, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you are living. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." So he's saying, okay, well, if it's disagreeable in your sight to serve the Lord, all right, then choose who you're going to serve. Are you going to serve those who are beyond the river, whom your fathers served? In other words, those gods of the east, perhaps referring to Mesopotamia, over in that area where Abraham came from, or the Amorites. The Amorites, that word Amorite basically means the people of the west, the western people. So you're going to serve the gods of the east, or you're going to serve the gods of the west. Because if you're not going to serve God, you got to make your choice between those two. But then he says, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." So, hey, if it's disagreeable with you guys, I've already made the choice. My family and I were going to serve the Lord. Now, these are well-known verses and are often quoted, but they really bring out a truth that I think we can all agree with and it's simply this, that life really does boil down to choices. Each and every day, we have to choose for ourselves something. And God has given us the dignity of free will to make choices. And it goes all the way back to the book of Genesis with the garden. You can choose between the tree of life or the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. The tree of life will give you life. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil will give you death. Choose between life and death. And that's kind of been the choice that we've had to make all along throughout human history. And we make choices every day. Sometimes in big ways, similar to that, or sometimes in smaller things, like just what we're going to wear for the day. But our lives are filled with choices. And the biggest choices that we make in life are, which gods are you going to serve? Which God are you going to serve? Every morning we should wake up, of course, determined to serve the Lord our God, to serve the one that we have dedicated our lives to realize that I'm not going to serve myself, I'm not going to serve my own selfish ambitions or serve the gods that the rest of the world might serve, such as popularity, possessions, power, anything like that, pleasure. I'm going to serve the Lord. And if we wake up, I think, making that decision from the beginning, then all the little choices that we make will be connected to that big choice we've already made. And it makes all those other little choices that we make that maybe we do without even thinking about it, they end up becoming better choices because we've already made the big choice to serve the Lord. And so it helps making those other decisions when you've already made the big decision to serve the Lord. And that should be our attitude each and every day. And hopefully, as we do our daily reading here in our daily encounter, we get into God's Word, each time we get into it, we will be reminded of who it is that we're truly serving and who it is that we should really be living for, and make choices based upon that. So let's think about that today. Let's begin to make good choices. Let's make the big decision to serve the Lord, to serve Him with our whole heart, all of our mind, all of our strength, and then let everything else flow from that. So with that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.